shit the Queen. Your Majesty.
Your Majesty!
God save the Queen!
What's up? Oh yeah. Thank you. Our favorite band, man, Lords of American Lieutenants. It's a song about dignity.
Now, Robert, I understand that your nickname is Moose.
Yeah. You poor unfortunate bastard.
But you know, I know, typically I would pick someone else for this. However, families are assholes. And they said, please mess with my brother as much as possible on his birthday. So we have hit that point in our show. Yes, it was your sister.
The one hiding behind a tree right now.
And for everyone else who wondered what this would be like, trust me, you're not missing out on anything because you're about to see it.
Oh, yeah.
Robert, we have hit that point in the show where we will not continue until you kiss the moose! Now, Robert
does not look amused.
Now, Robert, don't worry about getting up. I'll come to you. If I arc it right from here, I can get it in your eye.
I see Robert Hood's wearing his cock ring today. We warned you.
Well, you know, if you want it, you gotta put a ring on it.
That's new.
I would like to say I find it amusing. The people who go, ah, and the people who go, kinky, not kinky. So Robert, move those sunglasses and that CD. And I'm going to swagger over towards you.
Yeah, because that'll make it better.
And Robert, what you may not know, although I am a singer, my parents actually sent me to ballet school when I was a youngster. So I have learned how to Did you get it? All right.
And Robert, you can ask your girlfriend all the beer in the world is not going to get that taste out of your mouth. Right, ladies?
It's a real story, don't you?
Now, sir, I will have you know, you dodged a bullet today. Because I came out and you had this look of, and you were going to be the moose kisser. And what's your name, my lady? Leslie, are you with this man? Fantastic. What's your name, sir? Pardon? Grover. Grover, when I said you dodged a bullet, I lied. Because let's face it, we've got the time on our filthy show. And Grover, it is time for you to kiss
the moose!
Doing that shit.
You're a lucky moose.
Yeah, because stroking it makes it all better.
No, stroking it makes it hard. Well, it does. Did you learn that when you were 12?
Goddamn, I hate you.
Ladies and
song here somewhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moose song. And it's moose, moose. I like a moose.
I've never had anything quite like a moose. I've had many lovers, my life has been loose, but I've never had anything quite like a moose.
We live in the forest with nary a girl. We miss their sweet voices, we miss their brown curls. So when Tuck comes prancing, shaking his caboose, we point to the forest and go find a moose, and it's moose.
Moose. I like a moose. I've never had anything quite like a moose. I've never
My life has been moose.
had anything quite like a moose.
Now sometimes you just need a really good shag. But my girlfriend just dumped me, which is really a drag. So I'm looking for someone with a really big rack. The great thing about moose is they never talk back.
And it's
Moose. Moose. I like a moose. I've never had anything quite like a moose. I've had many lovers. My life has been loose. But I never have anything quite like a moose.
Now Shakespeare he wrote about lovers indeed, of which there are two whom you never shall read. Hamlet he said, my man Horatio, a moose mouth is made for fallatio, and it's
Moose. Moose. I like a moose.
What did you just say?
It's a mouth hug.
A mouth hug?
Yeah, you know.
I don't ever want to see you do that again.
I'm doing it right, you won't.
I have
Many lovers, my life has been loose. I've never had anything quite like a moose.
Now when I'm in the mood for a really good lay, I go to the window and spread out some hay. Then into the bushes my pants they fall down, 'cause moose only come when there's hay on the ground.
And it's moose. Moose. I like a moose. I've never had anything quite like a moose. I've had many lovers. My life has been loose. I've never have anything quite like a moose.
I went to the desert, a moose for to find. I only found camels and near lost my mind. The camels remind me of moose just a bit, but moose always swallow and camels just spit.
And it's moose. Moose. I like a moose. I've never had anything quite like a moose. I've never been lovers. My life has been loose. I've never had anything quite like a moose.
And now I am old and advanced in my years.
Yep.
Shut up. As I look at my life, I will shed me no tears.
You really should.
This is my job. As I sit in my chair with a bottle of Matus, played hide the salami with Marvin the Moose.
And it's
Moose. Moose. I like a moose. I've never had anything quite like a moose. I've had many lovers. My life has been loose. I'll never have anything quite like a moose.
so went off to heaven, my soul sailed away. I'll stand at those gates with a bale of fresh hay. And when they inquire as to my grin, I'll end up in hell humping mooses again.
And it's moose. Moose. I like a moose. I've never had anything quite like a moose. I've had many lovers. My life has been loose. But I'll never have anything quite like a moose.
Now, ladies, you wonder, are moose just for men?
No.
A question we've heard time and again. If the size of our manhoods is really what charms, well, a moose has a penis as big as our arms, and it's
Moose. Moose. I like a moose. I've never had anything quite like a moose. I've never had lovers. My life has been loose. I've never had anything quite like a moose.
and it's
Moose. Moose. I like a moose. I've never had anything quite like a moose. I've had many lovers. My life has been loose. But I'll never have anything quite like a moose.